Hey my lovely, wonderful, amazing, gorgeous people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgina Mweni, and first of all, before I continue, for my new subscribers, thank you sana. I appreciate you all. As you can see, I'm in a new environment. Can you guess where I am? 3 seconds to guess, guys. So niko Kilimambogo, it's in Ukambani. I have a program for children's home whereby I'm visiting the kids, and so that we can engage doing activities with them to just put a smile on their face, so that they can feel loved, happy. Yeah. So guys, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as you watch this exciting moment. Are you ready, guys? Najua nimepotea sana, but now I am back and miss. So guys, let's start the video. Come. Your turn.
Emmanuel.
Namsikia. Twende, let's go the other side. You can see the kids are playing. Mnaona? Sasa naitwa nani?
Shalom damu kimotia.
Nawe?
Ana duka yako.
Ndio huyo beshte yangu, acha kuja aseme kitu. Sema jina yako.
Naitwa Agostina Mweni Musyoki, caregiver house 4.
Ni beshte yangu wa nguvu,
My namesake, a new friend from
From Kangundo. Yeah, sawa. Yeah, so watoto wanacheza venye unaona. Sasa kuja useme jina yako.
Nitobanis.
Nitabaniona vile ni mrembo. Sawa. So Viona, abu sema kitu.
Oh, I'm called Viona. I have enjoyed a lot. Yes, spending time with the kids. Yes.
Yeah, so tunaenda. Kuja useme jina yako. Sema unaitwa nani?
Nani Mutoa?
Mutoa? Sawa. Bye.
Samuel Muma.
Which is your favorite subject? Favorite subject yako ni gani? Shule. Ni maths, Kiswahili ama English?
Ni Kiswahili na English.
Kiswahili na English. Sawa, utia bidii.
Ananitendea. Sema nini? Emmanuel. Ananitendea.
Emanueli.
Ananitendea. Ni baba watoto. Sema nini? Emmanuel. Ni baba watoto.
Sinaona venye anajua kuimba, kona sauti, si ndio? lovely, amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgina Mueni, and for the new subscribers, thank you, Sana. And today I have a special guest, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hi team, I'm Jackson Musyoka, married to Evelyn Wanchiku, blessed with 3 girls. The director, Grace Children's Home. Pleasure to meet you.
So, Mr. Jack, can you tell us what you do?
So I'm an engineer by profession, but I found myself running Grace Children's Home as the director. And this was immediately after my graduation. That was 2013, November 29th. It is the first day that I came here and I started this work.
Wonderful. Would you mind to introduce your business partner?
Yeah, so
Salamu, alafu, yeah.
yeah, so as I said, I'm married to Evelyn Wanchiku, my lovely wife. She's here. She can say hi.
Hi, I'm Evelyn. I'm glad.
Isn't she beautiful? Naona vile ni mrembo.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Aliangukia.
Yeah, that's one reason I married her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thank God for blessing me with her.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes. Yep.
So, Mr. Jackson, are you ready for the question?
Yes, I'm ready. My friend Georgina. Yes.
So, before I even ask you anything, how are you today?
Today I'm fine. I thank God that we just coming from service. We had a very good Sunday service here at Grace Children's Home. Yes.
Okay, so let's get straight to the question. So, I'm going to ask him 16 questions on how he built this empire you're seeing behind here. I hope you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy. And maybe you'll feel inspired by the end of the video. If you want to start a children's home, you can get some tips from Mr. Jackson and see how he started. And then, yeah. So, write down, go and get a piece of paper, wherever you are, just write down the most important tips of building this empire of children's home.
Sure.
So the first question,
Yes.
how did the vision of the children's home start?
So Grace Children's Home was started by my friend, my mom, our executive director, Susan Diane Clements, and this was back into the year 2009, June 15th day. And the reason Grace Children's Home was started, it was to offer assistance to the most at-risk children of the Kenyan community, and especially Kangundo Matungulu sub-counties. So we started as a foster care, Kangundo, where we had like seven families. We went into an agreement with them. We gave them children. We provided financial support. We provided spiritual support, emotional support. So for 5 years, we ran Grace Children's Home as a foster care. Then the year 2013, it is when we bought this piece of land, and it is 14.28 acres. It's a big one. By then I was in school, but then after graduating, the executive director, she was my friend then. So she told me, we bought a land, I need somebody to help me develop it. And having that background of being an engineer, a good site plan and all that, I found myself here. And I thank God for the 9 years we have been developing.
So
Yes.
let me ask.
Yes.
First of all, you see he had a vision. So you can't just wake up one day and say, oh, I want to build a children's home just because you feel you have love for children. You might have the love for kids, but if you don't have a vision, yeah, you cannot do it.
Sure.
You can see he had a vision, he strategized, and he made it come true. As you can see how it is.
When I came here 2013, I was coming here for 1 year. And I was just to help them establish, to help them get buildings and the site plan and everything in place. But then as I stayed here after 1 year, then it was like, what else do I need to do? This is the best calling that I've ever found. So I could see children suffering. We could go for social inquiries. We should go for visit. Then at the end of the day of the visit, then I go like there are so many outside there to be helped. And so I told God, you can use me for this mission. And for the last 9 years, God has really used me to save, to bring home the most at risk. And I thank God for that.
So do you feel like this was God's purpose?
This was God's purpose because I came here, I was very green in the field. But what we have been able to achieve for the last 9 years, it is so amazing. And so whenever I sit down and I come up with other plans, maybe getting into my field of engineering, the construction field, then I find there are no openings coming. It is like God is bringing children instead of opening doors for me to go outside and do something else. So this was God's plan. Yes.
So let's go to the second question. How long has the children's home been in operation? Like for how long?
So for this year, we celebrated our 14th anniversary. So we have been in operation for 14 years. And to add on this, we also have another home, India, Nepal, that has been operating for the last 20 years. So we have been operating here in Kenya for 14 years.
Do you
Yes.
have like other shareholders?
So Grace Children's Home, we have board of trustees. We have our executive director, Susan Diane Clements. We have Lois Osborne. We have Esther Kemilu, and then I. So we have 4 trustees here in Kenya, but we also have the sending church, the supporting church, First Baptist of West Sacramento. That is the church that supports us. So we also have another board there, and we meet time to time and we discuss and we continue to strategize and plan on how we are going to make the mission successful. Yes, so we have partners. We also have local partners like our area MP, Honorable Stephen Mule. He is a friend, he is a partner. His family, they are also friends. They were here yesterday, they came to visit. We also have our area MCA who also visited various churches, local leaders, even the community. We thank God for the support we have received. Yes.
So is that all? Do you need to add anything else? It's what they need to know so that if they want to start this type of business, they have full information about it.
So for this kind of a mission, first I will say it is not a business. It is a calling. It is a service. We are serving God in a very special way through the lives of the children who have been neglected, children who have been abandoned, children who have been, they had no hope. So it is a service. And so people will come and they will ask, how do we start a children's home? If you come with that mentality, then I'll not be able to help you. It will be, I have this calling. I have the calling in me. How do I go about the calling? So I would tell them, listen what God is telling you. Is God really calling you to help his children? If he's the one calling you, he will make everything straight. He will direct you. He will make sure that you succeed in the mission. And we have seen many who have come to do it as a business for selfish gains. And with our very able sub-county children's officer, we have been able to close so many children's homes because I'm also part of the area advisory council, where we also do inspection of the children's homes in our sub-county. So if a children's home is not being operated in the for the best interest of the children, then we say we need to close this one. So we recommend for closure. But for those who are into the business of serving the children, making sure the interests of the children are given the first priority, they are making it. So for anybody who would wish to like be in the same mission, then when you are coming in, don't have expectations because it is not going to be very easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. I tell you, it's not easy. Yes, it's very tough, very challenging.
So guys, nasikia, so it's not about starting a business. Ni kama biashara hizo zingine. You have to have, it has to be a God's purpose, like a destiny to start it. Sorry, yeah.
Yes.
So let's go to the third question. Why the name Grace Children's Home?
Grace Children's Home. We live by the grace. And so it is through God's grace that we are surviving, that we are making it. Because God sends people to bring donations, to give funds. Like the person who bought this land, I don't even know him. He was God sent. It was like we are praying for a piece of land for the institution. God brought somebody. After then we bought the land, we didn't have money for anything. By the grace of God, money has been provided. We never lack. And whenever there is a project that needs to be done, God provides funds. Even the children we are taking care of, it is by God's grace that they are successful. Because we also have a success story. So I will say Grace Children's Home, it is the perfect name that we could give it to our mission, to our institution. Yeah.
Actually, it's a really good name.
Yeah. And so the grace is sufficient. It's always sufficient. That is what I like saying. Yes.
That's a really brilliant answer, and I really love it.
Sure.
Okay. The fourth question: how many children are currently in the home?
Currently, we have a capacity of 54 children, but I always say if we get 100, we'll still squeeze and we'll make sure we accommodate the 100.
Hata mtapata zaidi ya hiyo
Yes,
mkitaka.
but our vision was to have a capacity of about 200 children. And we are praying that very soon we'll be there because there are so many children to be rescued. Like with the current economic crisis and people dying, people committing suicide, you find many children with no one to take care. So we are here and we are praying that at some point we will have that capacity of 200. But for now, we have 50 children who are staying here. And that is in addition to the many whom we have reintegrated back to the community. Yes. So up to date, we have been able to take care of about 200. Yes.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Right now in the society or in the country Kenya,
Yes.
how many children are abandoned by their parents? May it be either the father or a mother. What do you think is the percentage right now? Has it gone up or has it reduced?
The government has brought so many interventions, like with the cash transfer programs, where money is given for the children who have no one to take care of. And so I thank God that we have those programs. But the government cannot meet the needs of the children 100%. So that's why we have the children's homes. We have this children's home coming up. And if I tell you, Georgina, in Matungulu, we have 13 children's homes. You go to these children's homes, they have so many children. And even sometimes we have children reported in the children's office, and we are like, what do we do with these children? Because almost our children's homes are up to capacity. So the percentage of the children being neglected, abandoned, and with no one to take care of, I would say it is about close to 60%. Yes, that's a very huge number. It's a very huge number. It is. Yes.
But you're really doing a great work, and may God bless the work of your hands. So guys, I had to wear my jacket because it's really cold over here. And first of all, in South one here, these kids here, they are well taken care of. They're being provided warm clothes. I thought if the director can like zoom, as in, yeah, if you can zoom around, you can see the way the kids, they are warmly dressed. Huh? Happily, hadi wanacheza tu. Uh, Okay, so I think we're gonna proceed. Sorry, to the next question. Oh, Mr. Jack,
Yes, Georgina.
explaining the question that I asked earlier about whether the high percentage of mothers abandoning their children?
Yeah, they are very young, and like here, our admission criteria, it's total orphans, abandoned, rescued, and those in need. And like of late, we have been able to rescue a boy from a mother who wanted to commit suicide because her husband passed on. And so she couldn't take care of the 4 children that she has. So you find even after the husband passes on, their mothers cannot take care of their children. And then you not go to a relative, to uncle, to auntie for help because they also have their own children to take care of. And so because of poverty, because of poor income of the families, you find we don't have relatives who will take care of your own children in case you are not there because they also have their own problems. So that is the reason why we have in so many children neglected, abandoned, and we did not want to take care.
And can I add something? And that part where you said relatives taking, they are not able to take care of the small, the young kids. You might find even they might even mistreat them.
Sure, that is happening. Yeah, that is happening.
It's better we take them to a children's home where they can be taken care of. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Mm.
So let's get to the fifth question. How was it like to run the home with your wonderful, beautiful wife?
Yeah, that's a very easy question to answer. So when I first came here, and it was a bare land. It was like a plain field. We had nothing. So I started developing it, and the first house that I did was my own house, so that I would be able to stay here for the development to be successful. Because what I believe in, it is that the owner of a certain project, if he is around, the project will be very successful. So when I finished the construction, I was here. That was 2014. Then I was like, how do I stay here alone? So then with my wife, we had plans. By then she was in school. So after she finished exams, national exams, then we married. And that was 2015 September on 5th.
They
I
said
didn't wait. I didn't want to wait for her to finish graduation because I could not continue staying here alone. So we stayed here. We have been living here with our family for the last 9 years, and so it has been a good experience because the children will bring home. They want to see who is their father, who is their mother, who are their sisters, and so that has been a very good experience. So I thank God for that.
they say beauty with brains. Huh? No, no, his wife is beautiful, but akona akili. Huh? Yeah. So even you men out here, look for women with brains, not only beauty. Just beauty is nothing, but with brains, that is the key. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation, and you please write down at the comment section. You tell us whatever has inspired you about this video. Okay, let's go to the sixth question. What are some of the most memorable moments of the home?
Yeah. Um,
Your most
my most memorable things in this home,
that you kukumbuka.
there are so many. And the first time I came here, I had not been to this area before for the last so many years. So the first time I came here, it was like I'm from town setup, kind of setup, Kangundo, Matungulu, Tala. It is kind of developed. So the first time I came here, finding your way here, the roads were like impassable. So I was like, am I mad? Where am I going?
Oh, that
And
was
then,
a long time.
yes, then when to make the matter was when I got at the gate, there was no gate. It was swampy. There was like actually there was a river, like kind of a seasonal river passing through. So it was inaccessible. So I was like, how do I stay here? How do I survive here? But I thank God that is an history. It is a past tense now. We have been able to come up with a good access road and culverts, drainage system. So I thank God for that. And the other thing, the most memory I cannot and I will never forget, it is in the year 2017. There was this boy, he's one of my favorites, one of the boys I love. He's Kalonzo Mwanzia. That is the only two names we know. Is Kalonzo Mwanzia. We cannot ascertain that it is his names. And we got a call from the children's office that there is a boy we need to rescue from Tala police station. So we rushed there with my executive director, who is also my friend, and my mom. We went to Tala police station. We tried to get information about this boy. And it was this boy got lost. He was rescued by Buruburu police station. And then Buruburu police station questioning him. He couldn't express himself. He was so young. So you could say Katulune, Kitulune. So then they did connection with the police stations in Machakos. So they traced Kitulune to be in Matungulu. That is near Tala police station. So that's how the boy found himself from Buruburu police station to Tala police station. So the police station, the police guys, they were like, they went around to churches, to villages, and they were like, do you know this boy? Do you know this boy? Nobody knew the boy. So we were called and we were told, come for this boy. We went there. It was 9:30 p.m. Very late. So we had just come from Kangundo from a meeting. We got here 9:30 p.m. But then we got a call as we entered the gate. Come to police station. There is a boy who needs to be rescued. We rushed there, and I was crying. But I thank God we brought him home. 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line, the boy will be introduced. He's a very big boy now. He is my boy. We got police second letter with the help of sub-county children's office. We went to the registrar, Machakos birth registrar. We got a birth certificate for him. So he is our boy. Nobody can claim him.
Can't wait to see him.
Yes.
He seems like an amazing, intelligent guy.
Sure, yes.
Right. I'm loving this conversation. I feel inspired. I hope you feel inspired, huh? So I'm going to the seventh question. What are some of the challenges of operating a children's school?
We've got so many challenges. First is the community, the lack of community ownership. They don't want to be associated with the children's home. They don't want to come here and offer their support. They expect that because you have a children's home, you have a lot of money, and they expect that you also give them money. Whenever you need people to work for you, like cashiers, they will come here and they will charge you a lot of money. That's some of the challenges we face with the local communities. The other one will be when you rescue a child and they have their relatives, their grandmothers, their cousins, their uncles, their aunties, they will never come to see their children because they feel like when they come, they'll be given back their children and it will be a burden to them. So you stay for a very long time without knowing who are their relatives. And whenever you go for social inquiries, you go for background checks, you go back to their homes and you want to meet the relatives, you arrange like I'll be coming tomorrow. And tomorrow you'll only find children. You never get to know who are the parents and the uncles there. So you never meet these people. But when they are about to graduate, when they are about to finish, it is when they come. Like our first boy, Paul Musembi. I didn't know most of their relatives, of his relatives, but during his graduation, I was so amazed. I was so surprised. People I've never met. This is my cousin. I am brother to his mom. I am sister to his father. Then my question will be, where have you been?
Let me ask a question. How did they know he was graduate if they have never even come?
They will know. Because we give the children time to go and visit with their relatives. So whenever now we give them that time, they'll go and visit their aunties and all that. So they will know what is happening to their children. Yes.
Relatives out there or families, please kujeni mwangalie watoto wenyu, acheni kujificha. Mnakuja time sasa, time ya graduation ndo mnajitokeza, na that's not a good thing.
It's not. Yeah. Or when they start working. So when they start, they have money now. They can also support them.
That's why
It's
there's a high rate of mental health illness in the youths nowadays. Yeah.
yep.
Okay, let's go to the eighth question. What criteria is used to make a child eligible to be part of the home?
So first, our admission criteria, it is 4 years to 9 years, but we also give an exception of a 10-year-old child. So that will be our first criteria. Our second one, we admit children who are orphans, who have been rescued by the police. Like we have cases of children who have been brought here by the police. We have so many of them. Then the other one will be neglected and the most at risk. And we do this through the children's office. Our very able sub-county children's officer, Nathan Chule, who is also my friend. He has been offering support to us. He makes sure that we take care of the children in the right way. And I really appreciate him wherever he is. Yes.
The way I can see, the children are really taken care of.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else you need to add that they also need to know?
So many people have been coming here and they are like, this is a children home. I have 5 children. I am unable to take care of them. Could you please take 2 of them? And I'm like, we don't just take children. So people will come and they are like, because this is a children home, we can give you children. And that is not how things happen. That is not how we operate. You go through the government. The government is the placing authority. It is the placing authority. So I will always tell them, go to the sub-county children's officer, Kiskioni, he will help you. So if he thinks I need to take care of these children, you call me and or they will bring the children here. So that is what happens. We operate under the government regulations. So we are within the law. Yes.
Okay, let's go to the ninth question. What happens to a child once they outgrow the home?
So uh, according to law or regulations of the Children's Act, a child is supposed to stay in a children's home for 3 years. And the moment they are admitted here, you start thinking of reintegrating back to the community. But then after a child is in grade 3 and you start like, I am transferring him. So there is also the issue of transferring schools and all that. So you find we take care of these children until they are now after Form 4. After Form 4, we reintegrate them back to their communities. So after now class 8 or after they are 14 years old, we start giving them time to go and spend time with their relatives. If it is December holiday or whenever the parents or the relatives feel like, can we have our child back for 2 weeks? We give them that time. And we know this child is now grown up, we can give him 200 shillings, get about a border to go and visit their relatives. And if anything happens, the child faces a danger, they can also border and they come back home to the institution. So by so doing, we make sure now the children know their people. And that is a process of reintegrating back to the community. Then after now Form 4, we are able now to release them back. But we also take them to higher education. We have many in universities, we have many in colleges. So we take them, but now after it is holiday, they go back to their people. Because we are not allowed to host children 18 years and above. Because they are not children anymore.
Yeah, adults.
Yeah, they are grown adults. Yes, young adults.
Wajitegemee.
Yes, wajitegemee.
Yeah.
Yes, but we train them well. We train them. So we make sure by the time they are getting out, they can take care of themselves. Yes, and also we do kind of follow-up issues. We are able to connect with them and try to know what are they up to, what are they doing, how are they faring, and I thank God for that.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgina Mweni. We went for a short break, but now we are back. As you can see, now I'm still with my special guest. By now you already know his name. Ama unataka kwanza ajiintroduce tena?
Jackson Musioka,
Yeah,
pleasure.
okay. So, are you ready? We continue with the rest of the questions.
Yeah, you know, she was asking why I have to put on my coat, and from where we sit, Mount Kilima Bogo, it's the highest point
Yeah.
all the way to Mombasa. So we enjoy cool breeze from Mombasa. So it gets cold. So that's why I had to put on the jacket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue. Oh, guys, sorry. We had to go to a different location because we felt that this was a suitable area for doing our videos. So yeah. So let's continue. Question 10. How can members of the public support the home? Yeah.
There are so many ways that the public and especially the villagers, Melilo villagers, like our neighbors, the immediate neighbors, they can support this home. Because the message I sent to them, it is that this is their project. By the time I'm aging and by the time I am unable to work and to run this facility with my family and the rest, we'll be going back to where we come from. And so at that point, we'll be running the facility. It will be them.
Yeah.
So first, they have to own the property as theirs. And what they can support us is coming, visiting the children, so that the children will feel like even the neighbors, they love us, they appreciate us, they know we are here.
Yeah.
So that will be the only best thing they can do. Then, of course, prayers. And whenever they have harvest, like sometimes we get a bamba harvest, and we have never had people coming here to bring cereals, maize, and beans and all that. So whatever they can support us from their farm, we welcome it, and that will be one way of supporting us. Yes.
Thank you very much, young lady. Okay. So the 11th question: where did your love for children come from?
I think I have a very painful background.
Okay. Do you mind to share just a little overview?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So that they can understand where you're coming from.
when I was growing, I've been raised up by my grandmother because my mother was busy working in Nairobi, which I really appreciate. But I really appreciate my grandmother for raising me up. And so as I grew, then I realized children need people who would love them, would care for them. And so because of that gap in our society, and because of the opportunity that God gave me in the year 2013, then the love of taking care of the children grew up, and each and every day it is growing strong. And I'm never turning back.
Look at how amazing the things you have done. Why should you turn back? You're really doing great things, and I'm sure one day these kids will grow up and they will come to bless you and thank you for everything you have done to support them grow physically, even mentally. Yeah,
Sure.
you've really helped them a lot, and I'm sure the God that we serve, yeah, He will not forsake you. You are
And
really doing great things, and may God bless you.
what makes me happy whenever I come, it's when they call me Babu.
Babu. So
Babu.
that's how they love
At
calling you.
my age, somebody is calling me Babu.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of when my grandmother was raising me up.
Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciate it. So I'm ready, and the love of taking care of them continues to grow each day, respectively.
Yeah.
It's new every day,
Mm-hmm.
and I thank God for such a wonderful opportunity.
Speaking about, you said about grandmother, you really grateful for what she has done to your life at a younger age. Can you say something small, like to a thankful message about her, since she has been there since you are young until where you are? Say something really sweet about her that she will really, wherever she is, she will feel blessed and
Yeah.
happy for you.
So my grandmother, she is
Yeah.
Rebecca Kanini Motie.
Mm-hmm.
Where you are
Do you
right
mind to
now,
look at the camera and talk to
my
wherever she
grandmother
is?
Rebecca Kanini Motie, where you are right now at that home that my grandfather built it for you. I really appreciate you for teaching me so many things. Even the bananas that the beautiful daughters, queens of Grace Children's Home have brought us, it is from my initiative.
Wow, okay.
And the farming techniques that I have and that I enjoy, I never went to a special class. It is my grandmother who taught me how to farm. At that age, when I was in standard 3, that was 1998. I'll never forget. She taught me how to farm, how to cultivate, how to plant, how to grow even fruit trees. And if you go back to our home, our homestead, you find so many trees that I planted when I was so young, 1998, and it was so dry. It was a drought season, so I could go get water from far and could water the plants and they grow. So whenever I visit, then I remember, and so I really appreciate you. May God bless you, even at your old age.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So wherever you are, I may not know you, but you have done a great job, and may God bless you. Yeah. Guys, let's go to the next question. I hope you grab something by the end of this video, at least, because this channel is all about feeling inspired. So wherever you are, I hope you are feeling inspired, because that's the most important thing. Yeah. So let's go to the 12th question. What do you want the children in the home to know?
I've got so many messages to the dear ones. Actually, we call them Jesus Christ in disguise
Wow.
because
Really
he is the
amazing, eh?
one. He is the
Yeah,
one who brings them here. And so the only
exactly.
message, a special message I have for them, it is that God is their Father. He will never leave them. He will never forsake them.
Amen. Yeah.
And the hope is real.
Wenye wanasemanga God did it. Huh?
He did it.
Yeah.
He is doing it.
Yeah.
He will continue doing
Even,
it.
amen. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's a really good answer, and I love it. Yeah. That in everything that you do, you never leave God, because you put God first, and that's most people out here. They just do things to just please others, or to seek validation. That is the right way to say it. And they don't even, they forget where they come from, and they forget there's a God that we need to be grateful for.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's the most important thing. Everything that you do, be it business, studies, be it whatever, just put God first, and God will not forsake you. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, let's go to the 14th question. What is the most heartbreaking moment you have faced in the home?
The most heartbreaking breaking moment
Yeah.
that you have ever faced
Mm-hmm.
for the time that you have been operating,
Mm-hmm.
it is when children go back to their relatives before we see them successful. And there is this one boy, he is Maruti from Mount Elgon.
Mm-hmm.
It was so heartbreaking seeing him leave because of simple mistakes that he did.
Mhm.
and he was not ready to admit and to ask you for forgiveness.
Mhm.
It was so heartbreaking. And even up to date, I always look for ways of getting in touch with him
Mhm.
and try to talk over the matter so
Mhm.
that I will be able to forgive him. He will be able to forgive us.
Mhm.
I will get an opportunity to pray for him and to continue encouraging him because he remains to be our son.
Okay.
So the heartbreaking moments, it's when children leave before you train them, you bring them up to
Mhm.
be successful.
To be the person who they want to be.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yep,
But I believe everything happens for a reason, so
sure,
all will be well. Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So the 15th question: what keeps you going as an individual, as the director of this empire that you have built? Yeah.
What keeps me going? It's bringing the children in a very pathetic condition and seeing them change within a very short time,
Mhm.
and you see them wake up different people, happy
Yeah.
faces, ready to be taught, ready to be raised up,
Mhm.
and within a very short time they change. And so you
Okay.
can see their smiling faces each and every day, each and every morning. You see them smiling.
Yeah.
Once you see them smiling, and yesterday they were not smiling, then it gives me the energy,
Mhm.
the urge, the willingness to continue and to keep on.
Yeah.
Like my friend from US,
Mhm.
may God rest his soul in peace. Willows, Ilowy, the husband to Ilowy. He
Okay.
told me, press on, keep on pressing on. And that one I will never forget.
Wow.
Pressing
Amazing.
on
Mhm.
till the goal.
Mm.
Yep.
That's really great.
Mm.
The last question: what future do you pray for the children in the home? What's that one thing that you wish, even when they reach their age of 18 and they go and live their lives, what do you wish for them? Of course, you wish best in their lives, but what is that most important thing that you pray? Yeah.
One of the core things we do here, it is making them disciples so that as they grow, they
Mhm.
will make others disciples.
Yeah.
They will help us spread the gospel. So when they go back to their communities,
Mhm.
when they are in their friendship,
Mhm.
when they are at work, they'll be able to make others disciples.
Yeah.
And so once they are disciples, then you know the other things will be in order. Because the
Yeah.
Bible says you search the kingdom first, and the other things will be added unto you. So once they are disciples, they know the Lord. They have a good relationship with the Christ. So once Christ is their friend
Mhm.
and they are his disciples, he will keep on adding the other things, so they should not be worried about anything. And the best thing I pray it is that they will be true Christ disciples.
Okay.
And once they are that, everything else will be added.
Then.
Because
Mhm.
God Himself has already taken care of their worries. So they are rest assured
Mhm.
God will never leave them and will never forsake them. The only time God will not be with them, it is when they walk away from His ways.
Yeah.
So the core thing we do here, it is making them disciples, and the rest God will take care of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
With that, then leadership comes on.
Yes.
Okay.
So because we are looking at a generation that we will love true Christian leaders to lead the communities, to lead their families in the right ways. And the many issues we are facing with the current leadership that we have, I think that will be taken care of if we help produce the right leaders with the right mentality, with the right call that they are there to serve people,
Mhm.
not for their own self interest or
Mhm.
for their self own gain, but the interest of the people first. Because here at Grace Children's Home, we make sure it is the interest of the children first, and we train them that. So even when they are leaders back at their communities, then they'll be remembering the interest of the people you are leading first, and the issues we are facing will be taken care of. So that is what I would wish for them. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So guys, you've come to the end of the topic. I am inspired already. I hope you are inspired wherever you are. Do you want on your comment section, write down if you want this special guest of mine, Mr. Jack, to come back again to the show and talk about different topics. Write down on your comment section if you want him back at the show. So guys, I have this special segment called Feel Inspired, where my guests, they affirm themselves, a short brief summary of affirmation. So Mr. Jack, please
Yes.
proceed on.
Thank you so much, Georgina. And I do hereby this evening here at Grace Children's Home Ministries Trust at Cheleni in Matungulu sub-county, do hereby confirm that God has called me for this noble job, and I am always ready to serve Him through the lives of the young ones that He brings to our home, and I am ready to continue serving Him even through the leading the people, the great people of Matungulu sub-county. May God help me, and may He be blessed. May He be glorified. Amen.
So guys, you've come to the end of the topic, and now it's a wrap. I'll see you on my next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my episodes. Bye.
Bye.
So we praise God. We are so much humbled by what He is doing. This is just an example of God's grace that is happening in Grace Home. These three here are a blessing to us because this is a case of children who don't know their families, children who can't identify themselves with anyone, but we thank God because we are there for them. At least they have a family in us. This is Cosmas and Brian. Cosmas and Brian are actually twins. What a blessing to have them. Cosmas and Brian are a case of abandonment, kids, and we thank God because He brought them in our lives. We can't thank Him enough. This is Kalonzo Mwanzia. That's all we know about him. The two names, a case of a lost and found boy, but found by us, not his people. But we are their people. We thank God because He has identified them and brought them to us. We can't thank Him enough.
So thank you so much, my dear wife Evelyn, for walking the journey with me, for accepting to be a mother of not just 3, but about 200 at the moment. May God continue blessing you.
Actually, it's not easy. It has not been an easy job, but I thank you for your strength. I thank you for accepting God's call. I know we should have been elsewhere, but I thank God because there is no better place than here. And there is no better job than this. This is the best we could do because transforming these innocent lives is satisfying both of us.
Thank you so much.